guys, it's me, Kiana, coming at you again today. And I'm coming at you because I wanted to do a continuation on the video um, that was labeled, I believe it was labeled, What They Don't Tell You on the Atkins Diet. Now, I had actually did a long 15-minute video, but YouTube cut it off for some reason. And it only wound up getting like 6 or 8 minutes of the video that I actually did. So I'm going to basically address everything that I addressed in that video, and also include some items that I didn't address because you guys didn't get it. And I'm pretty sure this will answer a lot of questions that you all had as well. Now, I love the Atkins diet, you guys. I'm really enjoying the fact that I can eat items that we were taught that are bad for you and that got us this way as far as being overweight or fat. Um, I'm really enjoying the fact that because I'm able to eat these items, I don't feel like I am depriving myself so much. I don't feel like I don't have a hold on the diet or the control issue of not eating or not eating certain items. For once in my life, I feel like I have gained control. For once in my life, I feel like I no longer feel overwhelmed with power to go to the fridge. For once in my life, I feel like I don't have to um, go without or be so different than the next person as far as they're eating. And when I'm with people or if I'm in a house with people that's eating certain things, all I have to do is just eat those things smarter and I can have those things as well and just exclude some things. So for once in my life, I really feel like I have a hold on it. And although I will always battle um, eating the wrong things and doing some of the wrong things that are not as healthy, um, although I will always battle it, I finally feel like I have something that, a weapon against it. So for that reason and that reason mainly, I love it and I do recommend the diet very much so. Um, the downfall is that you have to be careful, just like with any diet or any lifestyle change, you have to be very, very careful at what you're um, eating and when you're eating, how much of it you're eating, how little of it you're eating. You still need to be mindful. Um, and I think that that's the misconception. And in fact, um, I actually was wrong in some things as far as not really wrong, but they weren't the wisest choices for me. Um, one of the reasons why I like Atkins diet, besides not having to deprive myself of certain foods, is that it's a diet that you can be very creative on. It's a diet that you can let your creativity show and come out. It has a lot of flexibility to it. It's not as rigid as traditional caloric diets where you count your calories and all that kind of stuff. Um, and although it's been around for a long, long time, it's still considered a non-traditional diet. Um, Although, if you look at the studies and the way that the actual body breaks down food, I'm not talking about Atkins studies. I'm talking about just learning about how food is broken down as far as your fats, your grains, your sugars, your the digestion of it. If you actually look at that, the Atkins diet should be considered a very traditional diet. The reason for is because it is geared towards actually breaking down bad fats and feeding or fueling itself off of the existing fat that's in your body rather than the carbohydrates. And this is something that a low calorie diet does not do. This is something that a low calorie diet does not actually address. And it doesn't address it in the proper manner for it to be consistent with your lifestyle or one's lifestyle of not depriving themselves totally of so many things. Um, what else I wanted to say? Um, what else? Let's see. The thing is the downfall, as I was branching off onto something else, but the downfall, okay. Um, as far as me, the reason why Daddy put me on bed rest, and actually he put me on bed rest yesterday and today. The reason why he did that is because my ankles and feet would swell up around 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, and with that swelling, um, came a concern, or basically me to further investigate um, why that actually is. And um, I'm the type of person that whenever I do anything, and I think this is a smart way of just doing things, whenever I do anything, whether that's, opening a business, whether that's um, learning how to do certain things like couponing and all that, I'm the type of person that I thoroughly investigate things. Um, and I do that so not only I will know, but that one day I can be able to answer questions for others. Um, and I found that it's two things. Either it's just a choice between two things that it could be, as far as my swelling. It can be the sodium level of the items that I'm eating, and some may say that's why I don't go on Atkins, because people eating meat, and that's actually bogus, to be honest with you. I can't really put it any other way. The reason why is because even a biblical diet is geared somewhat like the Atkins diet. Um, if you look spiritually, if you look in the Bible and actually see their eating habits and things that they have eaten, you'll actually see that the Atkins diet is much like how they ate in biblical times. Um, and whether you want to believe it or not, you can do your own research and see that eating meat and things like that is not necessarily bad for you. It's just a combination. It's also just the meats that you choose to eat. And that brings me to being wiser with your choices, even if it's Atkins friendly. Now, we all know that sausage and eggs and bacon and all that kind of stuff is allotted on the Atkins diet, and those things are great because then you don't have to feel deprived. But it's just that I believe that everybody's body works differently, and I would be less than a friend if I did not come and tell you guys exactly what to watch out for, because many of you have been, your curiosity has been piqued because I am on it, and they do see a weight loss. They say they see it in my face. They say they see it in my shoulders. They say that they see it in my body shot, and that was just as of a week. Of course, I do a new body shot Saturday, and I hope you guys can really see some more. And I'm so excited because I can see it. And a lot of people are going to be starting or have started the Atkins diet with me, or because of me, or just because they just read the facts. But like I said, I have to come to you and tell you all the aspects of the Atkins diet. That way, you too can do it successfully, and also that you can avoid some of the things or some of the mistakes or mishaps that I've done. Um, I think you have to be wise with your choices, even if it's allotted on the Atkins diet. Example, just because we're able to eat sausage and eggs and bacon, don't do this 7 days straight. Okay? And we get so excited because we're so finally able to eat these things that sometimes you may eat them in an abundance that may not be right for your body. Meaning that if you're the type of person, like I am, that retains a lot of water, then you may not want to eat the sausage and bacon 7 days straight. And although I'm not a breakfast person, you guys, this is new to me. I haven't eaten breakfast in years, and to have to eat breakfast, and I said have to eat breakfast. Um, Now it just basically I've taking advantage of the fact that since I have to eat breakfast, I might as well eat something I like. So I've been going for the sausage, and I've been going for the bacon at times. Um, and what I want to tell you guys that if you do have a problem with water retention or anything like that, be mindful and don't eat the bacon or the sausage with every meal. Also, the Atkins diet, you don't have to be traditional as far as what you're eating at what times. Now, as for me, what I've done and what I've now tried to incorporate is um, to make sure that I eat meat that I have to cook, meaning that it's not a processed meat, or it's not a meat that's in a roll, or it's not a meat that's in a package. Pootie, stop. Pootie, stop. So, for instance, I may have a half a piece of steak and some eggs. Why is that a better choice than maybe some sausage and eggs? Because I can control the sodium level, or the salt level, that is, in that steak. Versus the sausage is already prepackaged, but I have to cook it. But all the ingredients are already mixed in there. So I can't control that. So you can be a little non-traditional, and you can have items that are not necessarily breakfast food for breakfast. Example, I eat these whenever I want to have a breakfast. Whenever I want something really, really quick for breakfast, I'll eat something like this, pepperoni. Okay, now this is a semi-processed food, but I'm just showing you that you can eat things that are non-traditional, and sometimes you have to grab certain items because you do have to eat quite often on the Atkins diet to keep your body fueled and keep the furnace fueled, basically. The analogy I gave you guys not too long ago, and to build up your metabolism and to keep it constantly moving. So I make sure I keep things next to me at all times. That way I can just basically I'm treating my body as if it's a machine. And in order to keep that machine well oiled and to keep that machine from rusting and to keep it maintained, um, I have to treat it as such. I have to fuel it, and that's what I'm doing. Even when I don't feel like fueling it, I do. So I'm just telling you guys to be mindful and make the best choices. As far as the Atkins diet being unhealthy or anything like that, it really isn't. In fact, the Dr. Atkins himself, as you all seen in my comments, someone said that he died of heart disease, and that actually was inaccurate. He died actually from a fall on some ice in New York City. And he lived to be a very old man. Why did he live to be so old if he was so unhealthy? And one has to question that, especially when in our society the age expectancy rate is extremely low and has been at an all-time low in the last 10 years, has more than it's ever been. But with that being said, just again make the wisest choices. Um, I have been eating more vegetables than I've ever eaten in my life. So that's just another testament to how unhealthy some may think that the Atkins diet is. And you only get these comments about it being unhealthy from people that are so adamant about being on low calorie or counting your calorie or your fat grams. You only get it mainly from them. And I don't blame them because, we're all taught this. But I do believe that we all need to learn the breakdown of our body and the function of our body. We need to learn it ourselves and not just go along with the masses and, and totally actually get the wrong information or information that's not as healthy or not as proven or working as maybe something else. And again, we have to do what's right for our body. So, and that's what I'm doing, and I hope that everybody do. So I just wanted to basically pass this on to you guys so you two know what to watch out for. Make sure that you continuously drink water. And also, like I said, make the wisest choices you can. So on that note, I thank you all for viewing and watching and commenting.